Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to the Quranly channel. On today's episode of Quranly Reflections, I want to quickly share with you an ayah from Surah Teen, where Allah says, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. After He swears by, takes an oath by many things, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us and tells us that He created us, human beings, in the best of forms. Now, this is something to reflect upon, especially for the young people, as far as their identity is concerned, who we are. You know, the world we live in today, if you look at it purely from a non-Muslim secular perspective, you are defined as a rational animal. A human is a rational, intelligent animal. That's all you are. Nothing special. There's nothing significant about you, and therefore nothing significant about your life. But Allah tells us that He created us. He is the creator of everything that exists. Now for a moment, brothers and sisters, just try to think about all of the things Allah has created. We cannot completely comprehend and understand what Allah has created. We don't even have knowledge of these things. But of the things that we know, try to think about the things Allah has created. The entire universe, the stars, the galaxies, planets, moons. If you go into the earth and you look into a planet, you have rivers, seas, paths, mountains, trees, humans, animals, all sorts of different animal species. So many different things. Allah has created all of these things. And He created us, human beings. And Allah is telling us here, after swearing by many things, taking an oath by many things, Allah says that He created human beings in the best of forms. Look how this one ayah injects so much value and significance to your life. Gives your life such meaning. Allah created you, and He created you in the best of forms. And what do? We look at popular TV shows, magazines, pop culture, and the ideas you get, we try to define ourselves according to these things. And when we don't meet that standard, we fall into depression and anxiety and sadness. We lose ourselves. We then can sometimes fall into deep depression and anxiety because of this, self-harm, etc. All of these things. If we're not defining ourselves by these ideas out there, then we define ourselves through the opinions and perceptions of others. We try to get self-validation through the opinions of others. If they don't like us, they say something bad about us, we fall into depression and sadness again. Why are we defining ourselves in this way? Why are we lowering ourselves in this way, brothers and sisters? Think about what Allah is saying. He created you. He is your creator, and He is telling you He created you in the best of forms, meaning also that He's given you immense potential. If you focus on Allah, you focus on Islam, you worship Allah, you try to be a good person, you try to do good things, you will elevate yourself as a human being. And as we know, you have the potential to elevate yourself above the level of the angels. But if you fall to your desires, you do what's wrong, you give in to just getting instant gratification through fulfilling your desires and all of these things, you will be worse than the cattle, worse than these animals. Think about this, brothers and sisters. Point here is, you have immense potential. Allah has defined that for you. He defines us. Don't let anyone else out there define you. Don't let certain trends and ideas in the media define you. Allah has defined you. And He has told us He created you in the best of forms. Right? And He's also told us and informed us that we have immense potential. So tap into that potential. Work on yourself. Improve yourself in accordance with what Allah has told us. Use Allah and the Quran and Islam as your yardstick. Don't use any other Tom, Dick and Harry out there to define or give you a yardstick by which you measure yourself. Because if you do that, you're only going to be sad. You're only going to be depressed. You're not going to be happy. So set your goal, set your vision, set your eyes on the real prize, which is Islam, which is closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is eternal paradise. And if we do this, we will save ourselves so much heartache and headache and pain and trauma, and we'll truly live fulfilling, meaningful lives. So I just wanted to share this with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Before you guys go, make sure to download the Quranly app. Like I said, great app, phenomenal app to help you develop a regular relationship with the Quran. Check it out. You can get it on free trial for 7 days, I believe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Until next time, take care. Assalamu alaikum.